Hello and thank you for joining me on my colouring quest. So today is once again the time to colour the page that everybody has chosen, and for this month it is from Pop Manga Cute and Creepy by Camilla de Erico. Sorry, I forgot to breathe during that sentence. I am not with it today. Yeah, so I love this. I love every book by Camilla de Erico, but I do think I have the most coloured from this book because I know they're just cute, creepy, adorable, and yeah, I just love her style anyway. This one here always reminds me of Pikachu. Like, it's got to be right. Just look at the little guy, but Pikachu with wings. And then, yeah. So, yeah, I have quite a lot coloured in here. For me, like, I know other people that have done loads in this. Still remember painting and colouring that one after I was ill. Such great inspiration, you know, when you're ill. And yeah, I love that one. Oh, just a minute. Where is it? Where's it gone? Have I not gone to it yet? Obviously, really pleased with that one. That was the first page that I coloured in here, the Beauty and the Beast inspired page. Yeah, and then right after that I had to colour this sparkly one, and I still keep saying to myself I'm going to do this one, but like this one is like snowy, wintry, icy. I want to do this like volcano fire, and he's not chucking snowballs but is chucking like fire, maybe not fireballs, but you know, like the stony coaly stuff, and put like make it look like it's hot. Right, where's the page? Have I gone past the page that I'm going to be colouring? I've started that, I've got my base down, I just need to colour on top of it, but that was for summer, and then I didn't get around to it. Where has it gone? I did have a tab in it, but right before filming I took the tab out, and then I thought, well, I'll find it anyway. There we go. We are going to be colouring the Mad Scientist page. Yeah. And I already have in my head how I want the background and the ghosts, so that's what I'm going to start with. Basically, I'm going to take my black Deco Art Americana paint. There we go. This is my small bottle. It's almost out, but I have a big bottle of it as well because I love it so much. And then I have a bunch of Posca pens here that are going to be for each ghost. So I'm going to colour each ghost a different colour and then use the Posca pen as its sort of outline. So I am going to, I don't think you need to see me paint the background black. It is literally going to be one coat of black paint over everything other than the ghosts. So what I do normally is I take my washi tape. I have spiderweb washi tape for this occasion, and I will put it down the middle of my book, so none of the paint gets onto the next page. And I also, where did it go? Have a piece of paper or card in this case that I slot in behind my page so nothing gets anywhere else in the book. I always use paper whether I'm using paint or pencils. It just protects like the next page from any indentations and stuff that may occur. And yeah, so this was a black A3 sized piece of card, and I just trimmed it down so it's the right size for this square book, because sometimes it's hard to get the right size unless you make it yourself. So I'm going to just go ahead, oh, what's that? It is gone, that's good. I'm just going to go ahead and paint the background. Be back in a mo. Right, just quickly, I thought you might want to see how I'm going around the hair, because this is wiggly and frizzy sort of ends. So basically I am just sort of in the hair bits, I'm just taking the end of my brush and just sort of dabbing around the hair. So if it gets in the hair, it's not much paint that's going in, and yeah, it's still giving the same effect that of the hair ends, isn't it? The squiggliness. Right, that's all I wanted to show you. But yeah, I just thought maybe somebody out there might be curious how I got in to do the hair, because when I first started painting it I was like, oh my gosh, this hair, I hadn't even thought about it. How am I going to do it? And then I sort of had to figure it out myself. So again, I'll be back in a minute. So we've completed the background. That took quite a little bit of extra time than I thought because of the hair situation, but I think it's done a pretty good job of going around it. I'm happy with it anyway. So next I'm going to be colouring all of the ghosts. And to the side of me here I have a Posca pen, all in different colours, and I picked out a Castle Arts pencil that is not the same colour, but like this is purple but this is a different purple. Like this is a ready, what was it, coral was it? That's a coral pink, and I've chosen like a reddish orange to go with it. So similar but like a shade off. So I'm going to pick now, I think, which one I want each ghost to be in colour. So it's the Castle Art 120 set. I still get angry at myself every time I see this, because when I was swatching them out I didn't realise I had two pinks that had rolled away from when I was swatching the pinks and purples, and then I found them right at the end. I was like, oh, what? I have 120 circles, where are my other two pencils? And then yeah, I found them, and now it's so odd. But if anybody's ever swatched anything that's 120 pencils, you know you are not starting again. Well, not that day anyway. And apparently not any day since, because yeah, I've had these a long time. So I'm going to just try and decide which colour I want each one to be. This one to me is rather heart shaped, so I was thinking pink, right? And this one here, I don't know why, but I want this to be the green one. So green here. And then I have two different types of blue. One's more of a traditional blue and one is more of a turquoise. It's called aqua green, the name, so that says that. So I don't want the green one, the aqua green, really near too much to the green. So I think I'm going to pick that one. And the blue one, I think I am going to pick... maybe this little guy up here for the blue one. But then I really feel like I'm going to enjoy doing a blue ghost. So I'm going to pick this big guy here. I don't know why, I just feel like I'm going to have fun with the blue. This is the one that I don't really care for, but I was running out of different colour Posca pens, and it's beige. So I think I'm going to do the beige one for this little guy up here. Oh. You watch, I'll pick all these out and then I'll take them off and completely forget where I've done them. So what might be a better idea is for me to like take a screenshot when I've added all of them on here. But then I'm filming with my phone, so I won't be able to look at it anyway. I think the purple one... see, I've got to think about what colour her hair's going to be because of this one up here. because to start with I was going to just do it black, but then it's going to just blend into the background. So I was thinking maybe white and add a little glow from each of the ghosts. Whatever, I'm going to do that little guy up there. Purple. So now we have 3 colours left, which are yellow and orange and this reddish colour, corally colour. So I feel like yellow and orange can't go next to each other, so one's got to go down here and one's got to go up there, and I feel like it should be like this. What do you think? I think that's a good idea. Gosh, I really wish I don't have anything, I don't think, that I can take a photo with. Okay, I just remembered I own a tablet. I watch things on my tablet. It is the crappiest camera ever, but it did the job. So now I can remember where I've put them all, which is great. So if I just keep that to the side of me, then that'll be okay, won't it? Okie dokie then. So yeah, if you see my arm just reach across, that is me keeping my tablet with its lights on, basically, because I've put it in front of me, and it's probably a good thing that I did. So now I'm going to start with the pink one, seeing as that's the one I seem to know how I want it. Makes no sense. No idea actually how this is going to look. I'm hoping it's going to be okay. So for my pink pencil out of the Castle Arts set, I have Bengal Rose number 034. And I'm going to start with a light layer of the pink just over this guy. He looks so scared for being a heart shape. But I think this little guy down there is absolutely adorable. Like, look at that mouth. He's happy. This one's scared. But yeah. I'm just like, whenever I'm colouring a page, I always think, what was going through the artist's mind when they drew this? Because some of them you can think, oh yeah, they've based it off of a character, they must like have got the inspiration from them. But then you get other pages which are like, yeah, how did they come up with that? Their imagination is amazing. Right, I think I'm going to do inside just black. I think that was probably the best idea. Should have used my black acrylic paint. I have since washed my palette and brush, so I think I'm going to find my black Posca pen. Just a moment. I literally had it earlier. 1 minute. Okay, I found it. I don't know how it got so far away, considering I used it earlier. Yeah, makes no sense. So I'm just going to colour these eyes in. I may add some white Posca as well to all of these. Oh dear. I don't know why that's made me laugh so much. And then it's got sort of... It'll be okay once they're finished. I'm hoping. Why is it so funny to me? So now I'm coming back in with my pink pencil, and I'm just going to sort of, where she's got these squiggly lines, I'm going to add the pink in a bit darker. So it's mostly this edge bit here. And then I'll fade it in. it's not such a harsh transition. Got a bit here around the mouth. Probably should have waited for that to dry first. Luckily I did not pull any of that black off the pencil. Sometimes I just think I must believe that it just instantly dries, which obviously it doesn't. Posca pens are fast drying, but not that fast. I feel like this it's so funny to me, but why? I don't know why. Now I'm scared to do the next bit. I mean, I can always paint over if I don't like it, but I'd rather not. So I was going to sort of go over the edge a bit in the black, over the black paint, just sort of where because I plan on doing some sort of little squiggles with the Posca pen, and I wanted each colour of the ghost to slightly be in the background, so it makes sense to me to use the pencil over the black, just lightly. And then, like I said, I may use a bit of white Posca pen as well, because I find it makes things sort of pop a bit and come alive. I feel like a ghost would give off some sort of like light, would it not? So if you have a pink ghost, it's going to give off a pinkish light. It's really difficult. I don't want it to look too uniformed, because that was looking far too much like I'd just drawn a circle. And because the hair's sort of wacky, I figured having squiggles and stuff would sort of play into it a bit and make it look okay. Alright, so I think I've done enough for that. So now the scary part. Get in my light pink Posca pen. They are chunky though. I have the chunky ones. The, what size is it? PC5M. So just want to first go around the ghost. Now this I might regret and may go in with the white Posca pen, but I thought it was a good idea to try with the colour first. And then, this is the scary part. Do I go around the inside of the eyes and mouth? Might make it look less funny to me. It's not very good at going over the black Posca pen. It still looks funny. But it might make it look a little better. I don't know, I can always colour over it if I think it looks strange. But I've actually taken some of that black Posca pen onto the pink, so I'm just going to wipe that off a minute. Now the scary part. Do I want dots or do I want squiggles? Should I try a dot first? Gosh, it's scary. It's scary. I will definitely go over those inner eye bits once it's fully dry, again with this pink I think. Because in my mind I can't really see what the squiggles look like. you know, when you picture something in your head, I can see it, but not exactly how it is. Like, are the squiggles coming off of it, or are they just in the air? I apologise for my procrastinating. But it's like all of these have sort of dots around them. So maybe I keep it as dots. Maybe I'll make some of them bigger. Some of them sort of cloudy shaped. Add a bit of white into them. Yeah, I think that's a better idea than squiggles. What do you think? I feel like I would have messed it up, and I don't want that. I think that's enough. And then when they're dry, I'll add the white, a little bit of white inside. Do you think this is dry enough? Yeah. See, now it's not picking up the black. That's better. Still making me laugh on the inside. But I think they'll be okay once I've done them all. Right, so next one. What colour should I do next? Should I zoom in a bit? I'm going to do these three next. So I'm going to zoom in on these. Oops, sorry about the shaking. This is the pink one. If you couldn't see it, because I never remember. So let's do this little guy up here, shall we? And here was the sort of, what was it, aqua blue? Aqua green Posca pen, and for the Castellax pencil I have cobalt turquoise number 048. He is so cute. So again, just doing a light layer of the pencil. Yeah, I didn't want to make this page difficult. I always make things difficult even when I say I'm making them easy anyway. But yeah, I like this book for how fun it is. Maybe I shouldn't be blacking out the insides, but I'm still going to. It has added a funny factor for me, so yeah, I'm gonna carry on doing it. So these blobs around, I'm just going to do them with a Posca pen like those ones around the pink one. So I need to now go over some of those darker bits. And again, after I've done all of the ghosts, I will see if I want to add white Posca or not. I think I will add some, but not over the whole of the ghost, sort of just as little highlights. And I don't think there'll be any inside the eyes, because I've kind of made it out like the eyes are hollow. So I'm now going to get that black again and probably laugh. It might have just been the other one that's funny, because this one's sort of got a cute shape to it. Okay, this one's still kind of cute. I think it's just from the shapes of it. I think while I'm at it, I'm going to go over all of the eyes and mouths with this black Posca so it can dry properly for when I put the Posca pen over the other one. So just bear with me a second. Right, I'm just going to pause it while I do this, save you some time. Okay, I think that should be dry enough for me to continue. So I will just carry on with this blue. Right, and I'm going to go and add my glow. Very gently I'm trying to be with this, but the black paint does make for easy gripping of the colour to be transferred, which is good. I would probably say don't do this with your best, most expensive pencils, because it will probably use the lead up a bit faster than you would want. Yeah, this is I've always liked this colour. We have a blob over here, so I need to make sure my glow follows that. Do you want to... I keep trying not to make it too uniformed, but then me trying not to make it uniformed ends up me making it uniformed. I'm not very good at the spontaneous sort of bits. Even speaking, again, I'm not good at spontaneity. Is that a word? Spontaneity. It sounds wrong and right at the same time. Alright, that will do as she carries on. It's fun. Right, so now to the aqua green Posca pen. And go around these eyes. This is actually a smaller size Posca pen than the one I used on the pink. Much better for details, but I still have messed it up. Oh, just gotta relight that tablet again. It's easier to keep it lit up than let it go into sleep mode and then have to put password and everything back in. So I apologise for stretching my arm over. If it's even visible, I think it will be. Yes. Don't know about anybody else, but I'm really enjoying spooky colouring at the moment. Really, really happy with how my pages are turning out. I have done, so far, I've done 4 pages in my Spooklets my Spooklets sketchbook by Carla Magana, and I think I have 3 pages left and then my book will be complete. So I'm really, really close I really want to have that finished. What I've been doing, at least for this past week, I've been coming home from work and I have been doing a bit of colouring in there in the week, and then I've been sort of saving the weekends for more complicated pages. I'm going to make that one a heart. Why not? He's cute. Make that one into a teddy bear. Sometimes I can't help but seeing sort of other things when you do a little blob. It just ends up looking like something without you meaning it to. Oh crap. I put my finger down and I literally put it on top of a bit of Posca pen. Luckily I was just pressing it down right there. And my finger had dried to the page. Alright, I think that'll do for that. Just a couple more outside a bit of the thing like I did with the pink one. I do think, how is it going to look when I have all these ones that are together? But it'll be okay. Just got to keep telling myself it'll be okay. So that is the blue one. Well, the aqua blue. Next we have these two down here, which are the yellow one and the reddy orange one, corally colour. What is the time? Oh, it is almost 10 to 9 at night. So yellow is next. I think this yellow is going to look good with the black. So the pencil colour is cadmium yellow 007, licensed to colour. And sorry about that. And then the Posca pen is straw yellow. Is this a number 73? Do they all have a number? 66. 34. Oh, I didn't know they had numbers. Is that the number for the actual colour? What else would it be? But I didn't realise there was that many colours of Posca pen for there to be a number 73. Who knows? Educate me. Is how many Posca pen colours are there? I need to Google. Right, so I'm gonna do my layer of cadmium yellow. This is more of a sort of a mustardy yellow. I didn't want it sort of knock your face out yellow. That didn't even make sense. Like blind you sort of yellow would have been better. Why would I say knock your face out yellow? Unless it means it's so bright that you would knock yourself out and walk into something. I don't know. But yes, as you can see, the black eyes and that on this don't look funny. It's just that pink one had a funny mouth. This one's a little bit funny, but not hugely funny. Right, I'm going to do the yellow on the outside. As I said, this does look quite good. But I've also got to remember this one, they're going to join here. So it's probably a good thing that I picked the yellow and reddy orange to go near each other. And a little bit of that will go up into the blue. And a little bit of the reddy colour will go into the pink. Huh. Talk about a look with colours. And what did I have down here? That other orange and green. That might not be a good combination, but they don't have to fully touch. So I've done the black background, but it's actually disappearing, which is actually interesting to me. Like, it's a black background, but it's not just a black background. But that needs to go like that a bit more. Right, that would do for that. Now the Posca pen. Right, this straw yellow again. And this is again one of my chunkier PC5M ones. So I'm not going to go over the black very well, is it? I feel like I shouldn't be going around these eyes. I feel like I might get the black Posca. I'll see what it looks like after they're all done. This needs some shaking. I don't know if I've used this one before. I think I have, because it was already pumped and ready to go. Probably been a while. Well, it looks okay on the edge. It's not as opaque as the others. Oops, knocking things over as usual. I don't know if you're about to hear, but there are geese about to fly over. I can hear them in the distance. They're either geese or ducks. I do not know how to tell the difference when it's dark at night and all you can hear is the sound and like the silhouette of the animal. Oh, they seem to have flew the other way. But yeah, normally, but these past few weeks at least, every day at like between 6 and sort of 8, you hear them fly over. So I don't know where they're flying to, I don't know where they're coming from. But yeah, I hear them every now and again. But it was weird when, I think it was like last weekend, so about 7 days ago, because it's Saturday again now. Yeah, for about 3 days straight it was exactly 6:30 that they would fly over, and now it's getting later. But yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. So that's the yellow one done. So now the reddy orange one. So I have red ochre, because I thought I don't have an actual red one. And the Posca pen is coral pink. So this is more of a reddy orange though, but more on the red side than the orange. And I think this will look nice next to that yellow one. Is this still in the frame? Yeah. And this one sort of has a trail leading off. I'm not colouring in them, aren't I? Right, so now the darker bits. and just sort of, she's got like little shadows. You may not be able to see where they are on the camera, but in person, if you have this book, you'll be able to see like shadowy bits within the ghosts. So that's what I'm following, or I'm imagining little shadow bits, because some of them aren't as easy to see as others. I'm just going to add a bit in there because I think it looked a bit strange. And, oh wait, almost forgot my squiggly outside. Oh, that's pretty. So this is sort of going to collide in with that. Oh, I like it. And then I'm going to have these colours in her hair. So her hair's going to be white, but probably won't look white because it'll end up looking rainbow coloured. Or maybe I do her hair brown with touches of these. That's a good idea. Brown hair with touches of these colours in the ends where they're closest. Oh, yep, I like that idea better than white. I do like how these merge into each other. But it's like this one's screaming at this one, and this one's just in shock. Like, what? Let me get that pink a minute again, because I didn't really have many squiggles going out at that point, did I? Because I was too scared of what was going on. If I do some squiggles coming out a bit further. I'm not scared anymore. Now that I've done a couple, I'm like, yeah, this is crazy, but it's okay. So there probably won't be any pink highlight in her hair, but in her gloves and on this glass, that will be where I put the pink highlight. I think this will be fun. Right, so back to the red-ish one. So with my coral pink Posca pen. This one again is only a PC 1M. So some of these I have in the larger nib and some in the smaller nib. I think I have a couple of these colours in the smaller nib, but for some reason I got the bigger one out thinking it was a better idea. Yeah, probably not. I'd say if you have the PC 1Ms, go with them. Or even a smaller nib, whatever you got. Or if you don't have any Posca pens, just whatever acrylic pen you've got, or actual acrylic paint. It's not gonna make a difference. The pen form is just easier to do quick like outlines and stuff with. I do like this colour though. Is it coral pink? It's sort of, it's a different one, isn't it? It's like neon but not neon. Oh, I do like this. So now I'll have to move over to the other side of the book. I think tonight I'll just be doing the ghosts, and then maybe tomorrow I'll come in and colour her. So let's go up to the top for these two little ones. They are cute. Trying to get the whole book in is difficult because of the arm, but I feel like that's as good as it can go. If it shakes when I'm colouring, it's because my colouring book is slightly rested on the arm, but this is the only way I can have it zoomed in. So I'll try to be fast about these ones, I think. So up in the corner we have our little guy, which I am using the beige Posca pen and the Flash 019 Castle Arts pencil. I did think of using a lighter pencil, but I thought I want to be able to see it, so a peachy colour would be okay, I thought. Anybody doing anything for Halloween? Have I already asked that? I don't know. I'm not doing anything. I'm probably colouring and answering the door if necessary, but nobody has come and knocked on our door for trick-or-treating for a few years now. Even if you put a pumpkin or anything out. Like, not many places around here decorate for Halloween. We're not, it's not a big thing here. Most people will put a pumpkin out or something along the lines of that, or like a skeleton. You will get a couple of houses that are more into it, and like everybody loves seeing their houses, but it's just, it costs money, you know, and people don't really have money to be spending on decorations. It's like Christmas is a little bit different because you've sort of gathered decorations for years, whereas Halloween isn't such a big thing. So yeah, sometimes your Christmas decorations are like 20 years old. In a lot of families I think that happens. Like, I remember when we were little, we had the same Christmas tree for, oh, I don't know how many years, because I remember at one point I was smaller than it and I thought our tree was huge. Then a few years go past, same tree, and I am now the same height as it. Like, we never had a massive tree. I was just that small. And yeah, it's quite funny, but it's nice because we used it until it could no longer, like, so much had fallen off it that you had to buy a new one. Like, you could literally almost see through it. But then the next tree, you have it for years and years again. It's like, some things you don't have to replace every year, which is nice. Let me just shake this up a little bit. Right, that should be okay. But again, this is a PC5M, so we've got chunky. This one's quite small, but I don't think I have this one in a smaller nib. But like I said, I might be going over with a black Posca pen if some of these don't look right. Black and white I think is definitely coming out. This one looks terrified. To do little ones, but because the nib's chunky, don't work. Right, there we go, that'll do. See, even then I tried to be random, but now when I take a step back, it looks like I've done it all uniformed. Next, next we have are... Oh, is that purple up there? Yes. See, my tablet camera is so bad that it made this purple and this blue nearly look like the same colour. So, yeah. I normally keep my tablet in a case, so I'd completely forgot it even had a camera. I did not get it for its camera capabilities. I got it basically for its memory and its yeah, the storage and just simplicity of it. Because I don't walk around with my tablet, it stays at home. I didn't need anything fancy from it. I don't do work on it or anything like that. So yeah, just a bog standard tablet that I can just watch some shows on, basically. Scroll through the internet, watch some shows. These two colours merging together look nice. I remember when I got my phone and like the guy was like, sorry, we only have it in grey. Like I went in for a phone, they didn't have it, so they offered me like the next model up, like it was a newer model, and I think they knocked some of the price off because that was not the price I saw it at. But I never said anything. And then, yeah, they said, oh, sorry, we only have it in grey. And I was like, that's fine. And he actually explained to me how some people don't buy a specific colour phone because it's that colour. And I'm like, well, I'm going to be putting a case on it anyway. So it doesn't matter what colour it is. Why would it matter what colour your phone is? Personally, I think grey is actually a good colour for a phone because it's sort of, it goes with any colour, grey. And yeah, if you're looking for a phone case and you've got like, you know, you get the camera lens bit showing, don't you? And you've got grey there, you can get any case you want. But if you've got like a pink phone or a green phone and you want a different colour case, then you sort of either got to stick with the colour case you got, colour phone you got, or look a bit odd. And I know this because I used to have my brother's hand-me-down phones, and at one point he had a literally lime green phone, and that was then passed on to me. And yeah, phone case wise, it looked awful. Like, I just went with a phone case that I liked at the time, but yeah, it looked awful. That was a really random topic though, wasn't it? So what colour's your phone? You're probably one of the people that I'm just said about. I'm sorry. If you are, then I apologise. You can have whatever colour phone you want. I just found it weird when he said that people actually come in for a new phone and go out without one because it wasn't in the right colour. So next up, I think I need to move this down a bit. Yep. I think it's still going to be leant against... Yeah, it's still leaning against the arm of the tripod. I don't think you can really call it a tripod because a tripod is literally like 3 legs, whereas this is 1 arm. But I never knew what it was called. Yeah. So this is the blue one. So I have for my pencil Cobalt Blue Light 094, and I have Sky Blue in the Posca pen. Again in the chunky nib, the PC5M, because they are the pastel set. the pastel colour set of the Posca pens. And I think that's why I have some in 2 sizes, because I bought a set of Posca pens in the other size, and they had some of the pastel colours in as well, but it also had that the coral pink or whatever it was. So, but there was no coral pink in the bigger set. So that makes me believe they were 2 different sets, but with similar colours. Either that, or when one set came out, the coral pink wasn't out yet, because I didn't buy them at the same time. When buying Posca pens, I wait for sort of sales and discounts and stuff like that, because they can be pricey. But I like the Posca pens. It'd take something special for me to pick up another brand of acrylic marker, because I found one that works for me, and that normally means I'm not going to look for another one. Pencils are different. Pencils, I always want to try new ones. Pencils that I want to get though, the ones that I've got left that I want to try, are all sort of professional quality ones that are expensive, and yeah, I won't be buying anytime soon. We've got Christmas coming up now, so my money is now going to be spent on gifts for family. And yeah, like I said, if you watched my recent haul video, I won't be buying anything colouring related for the rest of the year, unless it is a Colour in Heaven book, because they go out of print when they sell out. So yes, they will be exceptions, but I don't know if I'm going to be buying any more of them, because it will be Christmas ones being released next. I don't know if there's one non-Christmas being released anytime soon, but I think the majority for the foreseeable future of this year, yeah, I think it will. And I'm glad I done this big ghost blue, because like I said, I like it when you have the blue. It fades into the white nicely and everything, and it looks really nice on this black as well. Just going to put it into those a bit. Put it down here a little bit. I like it. But I like that I also have these patches where they're just going to be black. I think it's worked out nicely. I have seen this page coloured a few times by other people, but I can't remember what they look like. I will have to have a look after I'm done. I don't want to have a look and that needs shaking. Better? Yeah. Yeah, I only had a couple of the colours in the smaller nib. The rest of the colours I have are all in the PC5M. I don't know what made me buy them this chunky. This ghost looks angry. That's fine. I like that they all seem to have different emotions about them, because ghosts would have different emotions, wouldn't they? after I finish with these ghosts, I think I'm just going to chill out, watch a couple of episodes. All I've been doing today is colouring. I've been colouring a page in the most recent Colouring Heaven Halloween special, and I'm loving it. Like, oh, it took a lot out of me when I was colouring some parts of it, because it was a lot of the same. You'll see when you see it in my completed pages. It's a lot of work, but it was worth it. It's turned out much better than what I think it should have for me. I haven't finished it yet, so anything can go wrong. But yeah, so far, happy. I find though when you're having fun colouring a page, you always like how it turns out. Whereas if you start to stress about it, that's when things go wrong and you end up not liking it. Okay, that's a blue one. And I'm knocking stuff over again. I shouldn't be allowed to move. Right, am I going to be able to do this? I'm going to have to move my tablet. Right, just got to move some stuff a minute. Let me pause. Yeah, because I didn't zoom in when I did the pink one, I didn't need to move my book up. But because I'm zoomed in now, I've got to move this right to the top of my desk. So next up I'm going to do the green one, and this is the one I wanted green. I love doing a green glow, and oh, I didn't tell you, mint green light number 108, and the Posca pen is light green. So yeah, because I wanted the green glow to bounce off of the jars, so I think that'll be nice. Yeah, I love a green glow. I just looked up at that blue ghost again that I just coloured. It really does look angry. Whereas this little guy down here is having the time of his life. This one's got quite a lot of shadowing on it. Which is fine. I couldn't tell when I was doing the background which part of this was really the ghost. But I think I did it okay. Well, I don't know if they're ghosts or smoke, but I've gone with ghosts. Colourful ghosts or colourful smoke, it wouldn't really make much of a difference. I would probably colour them the same way. But yeah, I think I've picked a simple way of colouring this page. I could have gone a lot different. I definitely could have. I like how this is on the black. Let's just do... Never think about using these on like black paper or anything, but they will work nice. Obviously you get a slightly different shade, but yeah, I think they're doing well over the black to pick up the different colours. What do you think? And right now, I think it's if you do the year-long subscription to Colouring Heaven, only the year-long, I think, the annual subscription, you will get a free 72 set of Castle Arts pencils. Again, it's only the long-term subscription, and yeah, I think it would be worth it. I'm not getting it because I already have Castle Art pencils, but if you didn't have Castle Art pencils and you like Colour in Heaven, it's a perfect combination. Alright, I think I'm going to leave that at that. I added more green glow because, like I said, I like having a green glow. It's fun. But I do have to do this little guy's glow as well. So now the Posca pen. This is looking like a disco. Sorry, that was really random for me to say. But it is looking a little bit like a party. Science party. And forgot to do the eyes. I think I definitely will be adding some of the black back in. Mouth. Remember this one down here as well. But like I said, I like a green glow. And this green is looking very nice on top of this black, in my opinion. Let's put one down there, coming off of the page. That one just turned into an upside down butterfly. There you go, that'll do. So last ghost is my little orange dude. So I have, for the Castle Art pencils, Cadmium Orange number 017, and for the Posca pen it is Light Orange. And I've just put a line right on there. Do I have a rubber? I have a rubber on the end of this pencil. Oh, Posca pen smudge. Oh dear, they look like shooting stars now. Actually, I'll wait because that'll probably have the orange glow on it anyway. Seriously, should not let me loose with wet mediums. Nope. That's so cute. Probably not going to be cute by the time I'm done with it. I've got to get around those little eyes with the chunky Posca pen. Like I said, I'm going back in with the black after anyway, so we'll be fine. Right? Look at the little eyes. He's cute. So it's going to look a little bit earthy. But the colours do actually look nice together. Because on top of the black it's turned into a little bit of more of a tan orange. Which is working well with the green. What do you think? And it is covering up those smudges very nicely. I am fine. I am saved. Saved by the orange pencil that caused the problem in the first place. I'm glad I was brave enough to try this. Because quite honestly, this the Camilla de Erico books are all sort of experiments with my colouring. So yeah, I never know if something's going to turn out or not. And I'm always pleasantly surprised. So now for the Posca pen, and it doesn't look like oh no, I think I've used it before. It's just quite a pale one. Let me just shake that up. Right. Let's try and go around these eyes without completely deleting them. Yeah, definitely need the black Posca pen back in. But I've got to sort of do the same with all of them. And then it looks like he needs glasses. He's so cute though. A little bit dopey. Like he doesn't know the horrors that the angry one knows. And the terrified pink heart. Like only two of them look happy. The aqua blue turquoisey looking one, and then this little orange guy. Why do I keep going to put the pen away before I've done the little fluff bubbles or whatever? I don't know what to call them. Ghostly auras. I want another heart one. He's cute. So that's enough for them. So I'm going to take you back up. Whilst that's drying, I'm going to come back to this guy at the top and get my black Posca pen and my white one. Where's my white one? Again, I used it earlier. Really thought that would be easy to see. Right, I'm just going to pause whilst I search for that. Found it underneath my Castle Art tin. So yeah, black and white. My white is the PC1M and my black is the PC3M. So yes, let's go in. Oh gosh, I just stuck my arm right into that orange Posca pen. Just a minute, let me fix. Seriously. Always the orange. Yeah, I think I'll pause while I let that dry properly before I carry on. Okay, I think I'll be okay now. Yeah, I literally, like right along my arm, I just had, luckily I went down straight with my arm and then straight back up because I felt the paint on my arm. But yeah, why? So I did have to make a couple of them bigger than what they were. But it's okay now. So this, I'm just going to make the eyes slightly larger, so you can't see as much with that pen, but this one was okay because it was the smaller size Posca pen. I didn't really have to do this one, but I thought, why not? And then with the white Posca pen, I am just going to, it's probably not a good idea, sort of add a couple of highlights, maybe some dots here and there, and I don't want to stick my arm in it. I think it's dry, but I don't want to risk it, like on the edge of the ghost a bit. Showing you on this blue one probably wasn't the best idea because it's hard to see because it's already a sort of paler colour. Like, you won't be able to tell much, but yeah. And then on some of these bigger bits I might just add some white centres. Okay, that looks like it's got a moustache. I'm gonna ruin it. Just bear with me. I don't want to stick my hand in that. But yeah, just add in a bit of white. So I'm just going to do this for all the ghosts, and then yeah, I'll come back. Okay, so it definitely looks better now that I've put the black, more of the black back into the eyes and the mouths. As you can see, I've done slight highlights over the tops of the ghosts, and I just love how the colours are popping on this page. Yeah, really happy so far. Well, I'm going to now take a break for the rest of the day and should probably, well, you'll see me again in a minute. For me, it'll be tomorrow probably. And again, probably be done in 2 days, which is normally the way that Camilla de Erico's pages go. In this book anyway. Some of them I do spend more time on, but yeah, he's back to being a cutie. But look at the colours on that black. I love it. Okay, back soon. Okay, so next up I think I am going to colour what I consider to be the most difficult part of this image, and that's her hair. Like, yeah, I'm glad there is already shading put in. I have the Van Dyke Brown number 069, and like always I'm going to start off with a light layer of this colour over the whole area that I plan to be colouring, which is all the hair basically. But my gosh, I don't want to go too dark with this layer because else I'm going to erase all the shadows and they are the only thing that are helping me. I need to practice at this sort of hair. But I say practice, but then you don't get these sorts of styles on many pages. Normally like straight or wavy hair, not full on curls and such, you know. It is really windy here today, so I apologise if you can actually hear that. There is nothing I can do about that though. Right, so now I have the colours that I've already used on each of the ghosts, So for the purple, again, this is the Mauve Deep number 090. I'm going to put a bit of this in the hair around where that ghost is. Just a bit, you know. And then I'm going to put a bit of the blue in here, which again was a cobalt blue light, number 094. Okay, and then up the top here we've got this one, the cobalt turquoise, number 048. Probably should have sharpened these a bit beforehand, because they're still the same way as how I finished using them, and some of them got quite blunt from colouring over the acrylic paint. So it's still going to be brown hair, but it's going to have hints of the colours in. Okay, next we have the red ochre, number 015, down here. Now some of these colours are going to be reflected in other things, but I'll add those as and when I'm colouring each object. And then we have the yellow one, which is the cadmium yellow 007. Sorry, I can't say 007, because when you see 007 you've got to say it like it is. So we'll put a bit of that in. So we've got some colours there. I am actually going to take the green, the mint green light 108, and just put it in a bit of the hair down here, because this liquid inside here is the same colour, going to be the same colour as a ghost, so I feel like having a bit of the green there is probably okay. So next up I am going to take my black, I'm going to take my black, which is actually the Faber-Castell Polychromos black, and go into the deeper shadowed areas. This is going to be difficult. I'm just following some of the shadowing that's already been put here. But obviously I want some of it to be the brown. This is really difficult. It may take a while. Darken up some of them, and then I'll go back in with the brown, and hopefully that will make it look okay. Like I said, I wouldn't be able to do this without the shading already here. I wouldn't have a clue where to put. Yeah, I wouldn't. You can see some like bigger clusters of shadowed area, which is what I'm focusing on with the black. It's not going to look perfect because I don't think I will ever be able to do this sort of style to perfection. But I'm just going to try my best. That went over the black a bit too much up there, so think this was dark area around here because it's got the goggles going through it. I hope this is gonna look okay, because I already like the rest of it so much. I cannot get comfortable today. I think it's because I'm a bit anxious about how this is going to turn out. Yeah, if you have an easier way of colouring this, how would you do it? Feels like I'm just scribbling it in, but it's okay. I think it's the sort of thing you have to do for this, so you don't hit every little part of the paper. Gosh, it's really windy out there. I love how it's got a bit of the colour on each of the bits. I'm basically just darkening up the grayscale that's already there in places. And trying not to destroy. I need to figure out what I'm going to have for dinner tonight. Don't know what to have. My mind keeps going lazy and say, order something in. And then I'm like, no, you're not going to order something in. And you're going to cook something. And I'm like, they cooked all week. Do you ever get those lazy moments? Right, I'm going to just put a bit of this black up in this blue because I was a bit cautious about it before, but now I feel like it's okay. And I went over the black paint with the blue pencil a bit too much up here, so just going to get rid of that a bit. I think that's as good as that's gonna get. So now I'll go back with the brown, which again was the Van Dyke Brown 069, and just, I don't know how I'm planning to do this. The most shadowed areas are probably the easiest parts. I'm not sure how to keep the texture. But I will try. Air freshener. I never know if you can hear that. It's quite loud when it spritzes. I might have to grab each colour again and add a bit more in. See what it looks like at the end. Sorry, just took a little pause. And my mind can think about is what I'm having for dinner. It's because it's getting closer to that time. I don't know how to colour these areas that don't have a lot of grayscale already in them. I'm just going to sharpen the pencil. Oh, this takes a lot of concentrating. And all I can hear is the wind. I think this is looking okay. You can still see the colour, different colours in it. I think it's one of those things that until you finish the whole thing, it's just going to look a little bit weird. This is the only way I can think of colouring it. These bits don't have any colour in, so they're just like a white highlight, isn't it? That's okay. Oh, dear me. I think I missed this bit. There's so much of it, yeah, did I do it, did I not? Need to sharpen again. It is easier when you have the point on your pencil for stuff like this, because I can tell when it goes down a bit it starts to get a little bit more difficult. I would sharpen my pencil more, but I admit I get a bit lazy for doing it, and I'm like, no, I'm fine, it's alright, and then I don't notice until I actually then sharpen it again, and I'm like, I should have done this sooner. I'll probably have to sharpen this once more before finishing the hair. I hope it's coming across okay. If you didn't notice, I have now removed my washi tape, carefully as always. I could have left it on there until the end, but I thought all of the background's done, I'm not going near the edge again, so I'll just take it off. Sometimes the longer you leave it on, the harder it is to remove it. Sometimes it's like, yeah, now I'm a part of your book now, try and remove me, haha. If you've ever used the washi tape, you know what I mean. I've still got so many pages I want to colour for this month, and I haven't even started them yet. I have two started that I think I might be able to finish. One is quite detailed though, so I'm not 100% sure on that one. I will try, because I do really want that one finished. But I'm trying to add lighting. Like here I've got quite simple lighting, just blobs here and there from the ghosts. But this one, it's a little bit more thinking about where to put it. And yeah, I picked that page to colour like that because I do want to get better at lighting. I had people say that I do nice lighting, but it's still something I need to get better on. We all have like that goal that we want to get to. I'm happy with how I'm doing, but I do want to get better. Right. I think I will add a bit more of each of the colours, just so we've got a little bit more, you know. It's like a mad scientist disco Halloween party. On there, although I did just go on the background a bit too much. Just be careful when when you're doing that. Purple. I think it looks nice with the purple on it. And the blue. And then we had a tiny bit of the green down here, didn't we? What do you think? Is the hair okay? I think that's the best I could do. How's it looking on here? Yeah, that looks like how I'm seeing it, so that's okay. I'm actually surprised that this my phone is actually picking up the different colours okay. Sometimes it struggles with this sort of blue and this sort of green, but it seems to be doing okay. This one here looks a bit more peachy in person, but not by much different to that. So next I am going, oh no, this, I've forgotten the, oh, completely missed that, didn't I? You're probably screaming at me. It's because there was no highlight colour in that bit. Black. Ay. When you think it done. At least I noticed now and not when the rest of the page was finished. It's because I was about to say, now I'm going to colour the goggles. No, I'm not. This bit's sort of swept back though by the goggles, so it's not as much texture. I feel like I want to put a little bit of one of the colours in there, but none of them are highlighting it, so I won't. I'll add a bit of white. Oh, that crumbled. I've done a bit of the black a bit too dark, I think. Right, now that's the hair done. Goggles. I'm doing black goggles. I am keeping it simple. So basically going over the darker bits, that's already there. She's put all the where it needs to be beforehand, so it's quite straightforward. It's just a matter of darkening your shadows up. Sorry about that. Thought I heard something. I did, but it was outside, nothing to do with us. Actually, somebody took their kid to the park in this windy weather. I mean, there's nothing wrong with windy weather, but I don't think I'd take my toddler to the park when it's that windy. Like, it literally is really windy. And the toddler that small, I'm surprised she's still standing. Right, I am going to put a bit of the blue on that bit. And the purple up here. And then on this one, the lighter blue. And a bit of the red ochre. And then I'm going to take my white and just blend and then I'm going to get my Posca pen and add some proper white highlights to the lens. I feel like that colour should be in the leather as well. Because even black would reflect the colour of the light, wouldn't it? There's that yellow. Let's put a bit of the yellow in there. Posca pen, my best friend. I messed up a bit here, so I'm gonna go from there. Not too much, just bits and bobs. I'll do a bit. What do you think? Do they look okay? I like it. So next up, I'm going to do the skin. Right, I'm just going to pick out my skin colours. Okay, so I have to start with Cinnamon 012 and Fleshlight 020. So Cinnamon I'm putting in the places that have got shadows. I'm going to keep the skin simple. I say that, but you know I'm adding the light from all these. So yeah, trying to do it as simple as possible by not adding too many more colours than what I already will be. Yeah, I don't think I've ever put so many light source colours on one lot of skin, so we will see. Oh my gosh, I only just got to the pause button then before I sneezed. Right, so I'm going to start adding the light colours. So this red ochre will be on the neck a bit. This is just going to make them look a bit blushy. A bit here. And then while I'm at it, I am going to add it to the glasses a bit. So I feel like that. It might also end up a bit on the nose. Right, a bit of the yellow, so 007 is back again, cadmium yellow on the ear. And a bit here. Put a bit in the glasses, but not much because that is more over there. Right, and then we would have this blue. So our cobalt blue light 094. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to turn out. Looks like they've been in Art Attack. Right, and then the green are mint green light 108 would be down here a bit. Maybe end up on the nose a little bit here. So now I'm going to add a few more shadows in, I think. Where I would add shadows, I'm adding in the nose area. And then a bit under the chin, mouth. Or under there. And now I'm going to get my black. Actually, yeah, black. Do the darker shadowed areas. It just adds a bit to contrast. Right, under this chin, the neck. Inside the mouth a bit. Haven't done the tongue yet, but can add the black shadows first. Nostrils. Right, I'm not going to go over the eyelashes and that just yet, because I feel like I need to use my lighter colour first. Alright, so I'm just going to go over with my cinnamon again, over the black bits. Because if you go over it straight away with your light colour, it can add a bit of a, too much of a jump from dark to light. It's okay that it goes into those areas that you've added the colour, because they don't need to be full on that colour. You just need to be able to tell that you've sort of added them there. Right, I think that's enough for that. So Fleshlight 020. Oh gosh, I knew I sharpened that too much. and then afterwards I will do the glasses. All the eyes first before the glasses. Although I think I'm going to keep that eyes a dark colour. So you can tell the highlights are there, but they're not super obvious, which is the way I want it. If you want the light to show up more, you just add more of the colour, which would be at probably this step, but I like how it is at the moment. Like you can tell the red light, yellow light, green light, blue light is all there. Right, I'm actually going to see if that red ochre will look okay on the lip area. And the tongue. Because I don't want to find another red. But I'm going to have to get the black back. And just go over that bit, I think. There we go, now she's got some lips. Alright, next up, eyes. And I think, actually first that looks a bit wonky now. A bit more. And then when that dries I will fade it out a little bit. So now the eyes, I think they still need a bit of light in the eyes, you know, because eyes reflect a lot, but at the same time I want her eyes to be dark, so you will see we need a bit of the green in the glasses. And maybe a bit of green in this glasses as well. I think that looks nice. A bit yellow on this frame. They're going to be black frames, but you know what I'm like. I'm just going with it. Right, so what I will do is take my brown that I used on the hair, which again is the Van Dyke brown, just colour inside the eyes, leaving a bit of the colourful highlight visible. And then with my black, colour in the rest, and then I will add my white dot highlights. I'll go over the eyelashes while I'm here as well. eyebrows. I'm not going to leave them grey. One eyebrow is so one eyebrow is so expressive and the other one's just like, hey, how you doing? Right. So now the glasses frames, I may as well do them while I'm here. The black in my hand. There's part of the frame there that goes through the hair. And then I'm going to colour them in black, leaving little bits visible for the light. I'm just going to sharpen my black. I can tell that the point has dulled down. Oh gosh. It's like you either have your the point too sharp or too dull. It's hard to get it just right. I feel like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. This pencil's too sharp. This pencil's too blunt. This pencil's just right. I messed it up a bit up here. I think it's also because you have the eyebrow. It looks a bit weird. I'm just going to take my white Posca, put the highlights back into the eyes that I've sort of destroyed. And then, scary bit, just like add in some flicks. That will do. We have our glasses done. Actually, first of all, I'm going to add some highlights into the frames. And go over them with the colours again, because I kind of lost them. So I'll just wait for that to dry before I add the colours back. I can probably now go over that mouth area a bit with my Posca, where my Posca is, just to fade out the corners, just like that, keeping it simple. So far I'm loving this. I need a highlight on my nose strip. Love it. Right, next, while that Posca is drying, I think I'm going to colour the gloves in. They seem to be quite simple, but before I go in with the black, I'm going to add my colourful highlights. And this glove needs the pink, which was the Bengal Rose 084. It needs a highlight on that. And of the red ochre. And of the light the mint green light, yes. I'm going to add the mint green light onto this glove as well. And then I think it will just be my black. It is going to be a little bit difficult trying not to make them look like they are the background, but it should work out okay because I have those other highlight colours in there. I can always make them so they're not fully black and use my white, I think, to blend the black into the colours a bit better. Is anybody watching any like new YouTubers or anything? Or any videos that are new? I seem to always find out that I'm the last person to know about new people. Like, I don't get them sort of shared on my feed. Normally I have to be the one to like look for something new and accidentally stumble across someone new. It really is a bit like messed up. There should be like new YouTuber suggestions every now and again, you know? New video suggestions like, oh, we've seen you like this, so we think you might like this new video. But no, when I get shown sort of new videos that I've not watched before, they're like from 5 years ago, and I'm like, that person doesn't even do a YouTube channel anymore. But then the people that are doing the YouTube channel, their videos aren't getting shared at all, and it's like, how does this even work? Like, yeah, I think I'm lucky I only post for the enjoyment of colouring, because I think it would be quite quite daunting if like this was your income. Like, how would you navigate it when it is so strange at sharing things? I don't know. I need a bit of green on that thumb. Put a bit more green in these bits. I didn't add much black into this glove. I was too scared of it blending in, wasn't I, with the background, but now I'm like, no, I might add more black, and then I'll add more colour, and that will be that. No white. A bit more colour for the green, more colour for the pink, although the pink was pretty much still visible anyway. Oh dear, although that doesn't actually look a bad highlight. I'll just narrow it down a little bit so you can't see it at all. And then what was the other, the red ochre? No, it's because I went outside of the glove. Love it. Right, now I'm gonna do these highlights. So I've still got that red ochre. Just gonna add a little bit of that in there. The green. Yeah. So pretty. I'm gonna add a bit of the yellow on this one. Yellow on here. Right, and then the blue I'm gonna add over here. I like it. I'm gonna add a bit of the blue over here as well. I don't know, I feel like that was missing some blueness. What do you think? Think they look okay? I'm happy. I feel like that one needs to go. Right, so next part I'm going to do the outfit, which I'm going to keep white, but obviously with all these lights around it ain't going to be white. So red ochre. I'm going to put that in here. And then the green. The green is going to be quite visible in this part. And then a tiny bit of blue on this shoulder, although that might get covered up with my shadow. So with the black into the buttons on this shoulder. Felt like I stuck my hand in something wet then, but it wasn't. And then any bit that is shadowed is going to get a light layer of black. But then I'm going to use my white to go over all of this, blend it out, and hopefully it will look like it's white but in this sort of situation. I always remind myself, white is never just white, it just looks white overall. I hope this is all in frame still. I don't think I've moved the book. Yes, we're okay. I am liking it though. So just going over these. I think it works. What do you think? I believe I'm almost done. I've just got these 2 jars. I know this is going to be the green liquid, but I don't know what to put in here. So I'll start with the green liquid. Easier that way, isn't it? Just sharpening a couple of my pencils. Right, so I'm going to start with the green and go over my liquid area. And there would be some in the tube, the neck of the tube. And then we are going to have some of this blue light from this ghost. Right, and now I'm going to take my black and these shadowed areas inside. Because you would also get the black from the background shining through some of the liquid anyway. So I thought this would work either way. I obviously am adding some Posca pen, like definitely. I'm not the best at colouring glass, but I think I'm doing okay. I think I need a darker green. I know the ghost is this green, but I'm going to put another one on there. What should I go with? I'm just going to go with a simple castle green, which is number 058. And I'm just going to go over some of the black bits. And I will add a little bit to this ghost with that, just to make it look like it belongs, and that will do. I think that had a bit too much shadowy nothing, but I feel like once I add my white Posca pen, it's going to be okay. I feel like I rely on the white Posca pen a lot, but it works for me, so who am I to question using it when it works? So a little bit around the rim, and I'm going to go around the top. Now I'm like, how do I do the liquid inside? I will go over some of this, but like some of these highlight spots I'm putting in now might not stay as highlight spots. I might get the green treatment because I feel like I've done the green liquid too dark. Yeah, I'm just going to Posca that out and redo that. So I'll just go around the whole thing, and then when that dries I will go over. Yeah, I didn't like how that looked like on the inside. Still a bit too dark. Maybe I didn't add enough dark at the top, but I will redo it. Right, and I'm trying to figure out what colour I want this liquid to be. So what I'm going to do first is add my highlight colours whilst I'm thinking. So the pink is going to be a lot on this bottom, and the red on this top, and then the green really don't know what colour to do the liquid. Should I do it a black liquid? Let's see what that will look like. She's trying to add the green to something else, and that ghost looks panicked, so maybe it's like poisonous and horrible, and I don't know. Why do I always do that? The sound of the wind is ridiculous. Oh gosh. Hoping it's not like that tomorrow. I need to go to work. Then I need to put my black shadows in for my jar. Just going to try and add life back into this one over here. I do think that looks a lot better than it was. It's not perfect, but a lot better. Just going to go over the bottom of that with the green. I'll put a bit of a green light in there. Add a bit more of the green into the black over here. More pink. Why not? And the red. Wait to blend them together. And then I will get my Posca pen on this one as well. Again, I can go over these when I'm done. I'm no good at adding highlights off the top of my head. I have to sort of add more than necessary and then go from there. Down here I feel like there should be some highlights, but no idea how. I just go over that and then I can do it like I did the other one. And then there's some of the in here, isn't there? Right, so I'll wait for that to dry and oh my gosh, then she'll be done. I'm just going to pause it whilst that dries. And you haven't even been able to see most of it. I can't believe I cut you off at the bottom there. I completely forgot that I would have to move the page up. So I'm just going to go in with the pink over these highlights a bit. And the red highlight. Although it looks a bit orange because it's got orange red. And then the green highlight. I like it. I think that's good enough. Black actually. I'm just gonna make my liquid slightly blacker. So what do you think? Let me zoom out a little bit so you can see the whole thing. There we have her. I can't believe, one, I completed this in 2 days. 2, like how well the colours pop against that black background. And 3, I actually managed to keep the hair looking the same texture. So they are all pluses in my book. It's like you just have to sort of concentrate sometimes. Yeah, I love all the faces on the ghosts. I love the highlight that I've been able to get like within her of all the different colours. Yeah, glad to have another page completed in this Camilla de Erico pop manga Cute and Creepy. Makes me want to colour another one, but like I said, I've got so many pages I want to colour this month and next month that I don't know if I'll be able to get around to it because I want to colour one in her new book. The pop manga Flights of Fancy? Is that what it's called? I keep forgetting what it's called. The one with all the flying creatures. I think it's Flights of Fancy. You know what I mean. So yeah, that is it for today. Not sure what or when my next video will be. I don't have any plans for another video, but I might be able to squeeze one more in before the end of the month. So yeah, until then, happy colouring. Goodbye.